Hello there and welcome back. Tonight, we've come out for the sunset. The cloud is dissipating, there's a little bit on the horizon. To the north it looks fantastic, but where we need it, shining. Look at that, Neist Point Lighthouse on the Isle of Skye. It's looking absolutely fantastic. There's a little bit of cloud in front of the sun at the moment, but I'm hoping we're going to get a bit of orange. I've just took a couple of shots. So there should be a bit of light onto the cliffs, and then as the sun drops, this should light up, the bit of cloud here should light up, and it should look absolutely fantastic. Join me shortly and I'll talk you through what I'm doing. So tonight we are out at Neist Point, and it is one of the most photographed and most beautiful lighthouses anywhere in the UK. It is just stunning. The cliffs look absolutely epic. This is shot better in the summer months when the sun is farther round to the north. I point you towards the sun. You can just see all the mountains in the background. But the sun, where it's setting now, it sets pretty much that way in the summer, so it is better because you get full side light onto the cliffs and they just shine bright orange. It does look really epic. There's a big dark cloud behind the sun at the moment. Some beautiful sun rays coming out, which is no good to me because I need the light hitting this lighthouse, or I need at least the cloud that is there to light up. It looks beautiful. There is a gap. There's cloud now where the sun is, but I can see a gap underneath it, so the cloud should light up. Let me show you the back of the camera, what I'm doing and what I'm lining up. Looks beautiful. So for this shot, what we're doing is we're focusing on the lighthouse. We have all the cliffs, they will all be in focus, so there's nothing to worry about there. There's not that much cloud. Let me just underexpose. You can just see a bit of cloud in the sky, which if it goes orange it'll look nice. If the sun does poke back through onto the cliffs, again they should look nice. Looks beautiful. What I would suggest to you, when you come places like this, do a couple of test shots. And what I'm going to do here is I am 2/3 of a stop overexposed, ISO 100 f11. Take that shot. That way you have got all the cliffs and everything exposed properly, so that when it does start to get dark, it may be that you need this shot as well as one for the sky. It looks beautiful. What I am going to do as well is I'm going to come down 2/3 of a stop underexposed. I am just going to take that shot just so I can do something with that little bit of cloud in the sky. But it is a waiting game now, and just need that sun to just drop. It should be beautiful. I'll put this on for you now to have a look at, just this test shot. Tell me what you think, drop me a comment below. Show you a bit of the landscape here in the distance. I'll start off, that's facing north now. And you come round, you will be obscured by the sun shortly. You've got all the mountains in the background. Some beautiful cloud north-west. You come round to the sun. There is a line on the mountains under the sun. Don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but where the haze is, you can see a line literally at the base of the mountains, where the sea is just touching the base of the mountains. it looks absolutely fantastic. I've left me 70 to 200 in the car, so I can't reach over that far. But this is literally what I've come for. As the sun drops behind the hill, it should light up all the cloud. I'm hoping it may even go a bit pink. There is bits of pink in the sky now, but it does look absolutely beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, just got to wait now. And it is literally just colour in the sky I'm looking for. I may even, when I walk back down to the car park, if you come here at Neist Point, you've only got about a 10-minute, well, less than that, it's probably 5 minutes to walk up the cliffs. What a lot of people do is they walk down towards the lighthouse and you miss the cliffs off. So instead of going to the lighthouse, where you park the car, walk up the cliffs north, literally just 5 minutes, and you come to this big ridge all the way along here. You can take photographs. There's a fella just there. There's more people down that I've come past. Pick your spot, what you think is the best for you. Get there, take your photographs. It does look absolutely incredible. Be careful you don't get too close to the edge. You do have just a sheer drop straight down. So if you like me and stuff with a bit of vertigo, God help you. But it does look absolutely fantastic here. The sun's just starting to go behind the mountains, so I'm hoping now it is going to just maybe turn pink and a little bit of orange. So let's try. So a good tip for you, when you're out somewhere like this, I mean, where the sun is now, the colours are epic. It's orange, bright orange. But where we are looking down to the lighthouse, there's little tiny bits of orangey pink, maybe a bit of magenta in there, but not much. So to help boost those colours, up your ISO, just to help capture that little bit of colour. And if you've got a bit of colour there, you can work with it in Photoshop then, whatever editing software you use. But what I've done now, I've just up to ISO 200. I don't get too much because the cliffs are going to go grainy and black, they're dark now. So another thing you can do is you can literally take a photograph out there where the sun is in the mountains, and you can add it in the sky behind the lighthouse. I may actually do that. It is cheating, I know, but that does actually look quite nice over there now, so I may do it just for myself. I won't be posting this, if I do it, on YouTube or anywhere, because I'm not a fan of doing stuff like that. But I may, just to see what it looks like for myself, and just a bit of practice merging skies in and stuff. But I am hoping it is just going to go a little bit orange. There's little tiny bits there. So the trick to do is just up your ISO slightly. Not too much, because you don't want to get grain in the cliffs. Yeah, if you can get a bit of colour there, you can work with it. So yeah, top tip for you, up your ISO. So another top tip for you when doing sunset photography is not to actually leave and pack up once the sun has gone down. It's looking quite grim now, just a little tiny bit of orange where the sun's set. But if you look out past the lighthouse, I don't know if you're going to pick it up on this, there is bits of orange above the cloud now, and there is some really high cloud that's just going that little bit orange. So again, just by upping the ISO, you can just capture that little faint bit of orange, and if it's there, you can work with it. As long as it's there in the image and recorded, you can boost it. Looks absolutely stunning. I love this place, love this place. I've never caught a really good sunset here all the times I've come. And I was hoping for something really nice tonight. As you can hear, Betsy's getting bored. She's moaning at me to go. But I was hoping for something quite spectacular. It hasn't happened again. I have no luck with sunsets. Those who follow me will know. Nick Rees, there you go. Failed again, almost. Still a beautiful place though, eh mate? I love Scotland, love Scotland. I don't think it's happening. I've been waiting and waiting, and it's not quite there. So I'm now going to have a walk round back towards the car, and I'm going to try another shot of it looking down the cliff line and see if I can get a little bit more in. Does look absolutely stunning. I love it, I love it. So all the way along here, I'll just turn you around now. There's all the photographers. They do tend to sort of, as soon as they see it and they see the cliffs, they tend to stop and try and get the tripods out and stuff. I tend to walk on that little bit farther because you do get more of the the cliffs in. Even though you are a bit closer down here, it still looks beautiful regardless of where you are. So what I'm going to try now is the light. I'll turn you around to the face of the lighthouse. You may see it, you may not. The light is just starting to flash on the lighthouse. So because it's going dark as well, what I'm going to do, I've set ISO 50 on the camera, and we're currently at f16, and we have 2.5 seconds on the exposure. The wind has dropped right off from today, so there's not that much ripple on the water. So I'm going to try and just extend the exposure to try and catch that light flashing and just smooth the water a bit. As you can see, there is some orange in the sky still, so the long exposure should also catch that. Even at ISO 50 it should catch it. But yeah, if I can get down to about 3 or 4 seconds on the exposure, we're still on 2.5 seconds at f16. I'm not going to go past f16. It is getting darker and darker, so that will stretch out really soon. But again, while you're here, just wait and make the most of your time and get loads of different shots. This should look absolutely lovely with a dead smooth milky water. If I can catch the light on as well so you can just see it. Beautiful, beautiful. So brightest area is there now. I'm going to try and light my face up a bit if I can. I'm going to try and bracket a couple of shots now, still at ISO 50. And what I want is a long exposure. We're down to 3.2 seconds now at f16, ISO 50. I'm going to try a shot at 4 seconds shortly when the exposure goes down to that. And then I'm going to underexpose 2 stops just to try and catch a bit of colour in the sky. And I'll just blend them together as a normal HDR in Photoshop. But I'm hoping to get the lighthouse and a nice smooth water and a little bit of colour still in the sky. Still 3.2. Yeah, just be patient and don't be in a rush to pack up. As you can see, everyone now has gone. Just a few people here with the phones taking selfies. Absolutely gorgeous. The wind's dropped right off. There are even midges out now. So I think very soon, 4 seconds, I'm going to take a couple of shots now, and again I'll put this on at the end of the video, so we'll be leaving pretty soon now, but I'm going to get a couple of shots here now. If I can get down to 5 seconds, I've just been counting, and the light flashing on the lighthouse, you can count to 5 and it comes on. So I'm hoping if I can get it to come on as I hit the shutter button, it should come round back on again at the end of the exposure, just to maximise catching the light on the lighthouse. 6 seconds, you'll definitely catch it twice then. So I'm going to hold out and yeah, let's see what we can do here. Let's take this shot first, 4 seconds. Let me show you the back of the camera. So this is the shot at 4 seconds. As you can see, the water is looking beautiful. The lighthouse looks small on the photograph. So I might in a minute just zoom in and just to bring it a little bit closer. But I do like this perspective, to be honest. I'm now gonna underexpose 2 stops. I'll take this shot at 1 second just to show you the sky. There is little bits of orange in the sky, so we should have something to work with this. I'm absolutely loving it. Well, I think food is calling, although it's early now because the clocks have gone forward, backwards I think, isn't it? Sunset I know was at 4:47, so I've probably been here 3/4 of an hour, to be honest. Well, the sun's gone down probably 3/4 of an hour now. I'm just going to wait just for 6 seconds on the exposure, just to smooth out the water a little bit more. Please check out the links below in the description. Like, subscribe, tickle the little notification bell. Subscribe, we'll do it all again on the next adventure with me and Betsy. My wife's just took Betsy back to the car. Betsy now, there's little birds coming up and Betsy's chasing them, so rather than have her run off, best play safe and get her in the car. So yeah, here's the photographs that I've took here from up there and this one here now. I will do one as well, zoomed in a bit more so you can see the lighthouse. Until next time, enjoy the photos, take it easy.